Um, it was different when I first got here. Obviously, there's a great group of guys here. So, Coach Frost is, he's in charge of recruiting, and all the other coaches are. So, if they do choose to go in the portal, I'm sure they'll find the best fit for guys to come here.
Who helped you make that transition as you came in?
Coach Beckton, Jack Stoll, Austin Allen, Kurt Rafdahl, all those guys, really helped me from day one. Stepped in, and were there for me. It's kind of crazy coming into a new place after being in college for 2 years. But those guys really helped me, and I really appreciate them for that.
How do you think you guys have played as tight ends here the last few games?
I think we've played decent. Obviously, there's always room for improvement. We've really been working on being more physical on our blocks and striking and driving instead of just going to block guys and holding them up. So Coach Beck and Coach DeMayo really emphasized our driving in the run game, and then obviously we're still trying to find ways to get the tight ends balls. So.
What do you see from Ohio State's defense from the Kentucky game so far? It seemed like early in the season the teams had decent success passing against them.
Yeah, obviously Ohio State's a great team. Their defense is outstanding. Their D-line are big physical human beings. So we're really gonna have to work on striking them and being physical and driving on our blocks, and then obviously we got to find holes in the defense for the pass game. So we've got a great test in front of us and a great opportunity to go out and play against one of the best teams in the nation.
How have you been seeing Adrian bounce back this week after that game on Saturday?
Yeah, Adrian's a warrior. I have so much respect for that man. He puts the team first in every situation. He's one of the best leaders I've ever been around in my life. So, he's bounced back. He's gotten the team back together, and he's ready to go out and play this Saturday.
When you say that he's one of the best leaders you've ever been around,
Yep.
what goes into that?
He's always there for guys. He's a servant leader, and he is always trying to lead by example, always going around. He's one of the first guys in the building every day, going around, checking to make sure guys are fired up for practice. And he just does a great job making sure guys are ready. And, when guys are struggling, obviously we're all upset with how last week ended. And he was one of the first guys to, kind of gather the team back together and, rally them back and, just tell us that, we got to keep fighting. We got a couple more games left, so just stay the course and keep working our rear ends off.
As a player, does that mean more when it comes from a teammate rather than a coach to you, or I guess kind of how do you view that?
Yeah, I think it does. We're a brotherhood. Obviously, I love all these guys, and we're there for each other when things are going good, things are going bad. So having a guy who's constantly on you, being a great leader, trying to constantly make the team better is very nice. So.
Do you feel like you filled that leadership role in the tight end group at all with newer guys like Chance and Thomas?
Yeah. I think Austin and I kind of taken on that role over the summer and kind of over the past year. We've really tried to work on our leadership skills. And we're the oldest guys in the room, so we kind of like to take responsibility for that, and I think we've done a great job so far.
I know this is 3 games left. I know it's a sensitive topic. I mean, have you made any decisions about next year, or do you even think about that?
We're just focused on Ohio State right now. When the time comes, I'll discuss that with my family and coaches.
Okay.
When you say work on your leadership skills, what does that mean? How do you do that?
Personally, I read a lot of books. I've been something I really need to work on is being a better leader. I'm kind of one of those guys who likes to lead by example and not a real vocal guy. So I've kind of been coming, out of my comfort zone to be more vocal and get on to guys when things aren't going well to try and get things better. So that's really kind of what I've been trying to work on.
Who do you like when you talk about books? Who do you read?
Oh, okay. So I read what was that book called? The one about Kobe. I'm not sure what the title is. Yeah, a book about Kobe and all of his habits and his practice habits, and You know, how he practiced, you know, how he was a leader towards his guys, and not only on the practice or in the court, but you know, also off the court, you know, in meetings and stuff, and you know, just his schedule and how he'd recover from practice, and you know, how he would study the game, and obviously he's one of the best to ever do it, so it worked. So I've been trying to kind of work on things like that, and kind of in a way act like how Kobe was.
Did you adjust your habits in any way?
Yeah, you know, there's a lot of things I adjusted. There's a lot of things I'd never done before. So after reading that book, you know, it's starting to work. I'm a guy who always thinks you can always get better at stuff you do. So I'm gonna keep reading and just, you know, keep learning.
When you said doing things you never done before, like what's an example of that?
Yeah, so just recovery. You know, coming in as a freshman, a lot of guys don't really understand how the game has a physical toll on your body. So you know, I was one of those guys who just came in and, you know, right after practice would leave. But you know, learning as I've gotten older, you got to really focus on recovering and you know, making sure your body feels the best that it will on Saturday.
Did anybody ask you about taking off our lap that's there? Or?
Yeah, he was a great, you know, he was a challenge. Man he was physical, big human being, he's quick. So, you know, it was definitely a challenge, and, you know, I thought he played great, so.
Have you ever considered, has anybody ever asked you if you would play tackle?
Tackle.
Yeah?
You must have been talking to a couple of my teammates, because, you know, they're always giving me crap about moving over to tackle. But, you know, no one's ever said anything to me about that. You know, if I'm sure if someone did, then we'd have to talk about it and see what happened.
So what did they say? You could be good at it?
Yeah. They said I could be good at it if I really worked at it. But you know, I love tight end. I want to stay as a tight end. So I'm just gonna focus on, you know, getting better at blocking and catching balls.
Was that a lineman who said that to you, or a tight end?
Oh, it's everybody. It's, you know, there's Austin and then a couple of the linemen always give me crap about how they think I could be a tackle. So, but it's all fun and games. Nothing's all serious. So
Would that be? I mean, so Greg Austin mentioned it to you. Would that be something you would ever consider if it, you know, if you came back or for another year?
You know, I'd have to talk about it with the coaches.
Gotcha.
So I'm just focused on being a tight end right now, and, you know, catching balls and blocking. So.
All right. Thanks, Chip.
You mentioned earlier just kind of about, you know, what might still be out there for the tight end. I mean, what is out there for you guys in the offense still? What have you not shown, you and Austin?
Yeah,
What do you do?
you know, like I mentioned before, I'm a guy who always wants to improve on the field, and, you know, in the film room as well. So I think there's a lot of things that, you know, Austin and I have definitely shown what we're capable of doing, but, you know, there's always room to get better in catching balls, you know, driving our blocks, and you know, just being quicker, being a more stout route runner, and just more power behind our blocks. So just simple stuff like that. Good.
Thanks, Travis.